everyone, welcome back to my channel Bitty's Bees. So today's lesson is all about writing. Writing is one of the toughest module in IELTS examination. I'll try to explain in the easiest way and I hope you'll enjoy today's video. So we'll start with some basic information about writing. So in writing, you have to solve task 1 as well as task 2. So for task 1, you'll get 20 minutes. For task 2, you'll get 40 minutes. In task 1, you should write at least 150 words. This is compulsion. And for task 2, you should write minimum 250 words. So in IELTS, there are two types, general and academic. So there is one difference between general and academic task 1. For general category, you have to write letter writing, and for academic people, they need to write about line graph, maybe bar graph, pie chart, table, map or process. For task 2, academic and general, both the candidates has to write essay only. There is no difference at all. So in essay, what kinds of essays you'll get? It can be like problem and solution, maybe advantage, disadvantage, maybe you have to write an opinion or give your opinion, and maybe compare and contrast. So these are different types of essays. Right now you may feel what kinds of essays these are, but once we'll start with other sessions, you'll get an exact idea about task 1 and task 2. Now we'll learn about grading criteria of writing, which is very important. So grading criteria for task 1 as well as task 2. So first criteria is for task 1, task achievement. So what do you mean by this? So they will check, have you written or described exactly what information or content is visible in the bar graph, line graph, or maybe process, or maybe in the map. So that is task achievement, because for task 1, the writing style is descriptive. Means you just need to describe what is visible. You should not add any information from your side. Describing is the style for task 1. So that is task achievement. For task 2, they say task response. So what is the difference between achievement and response? So response word is used because they'll check, have you responded the question properly? Means if the question is about problem and solution and you have written your essay only about problem, then your response is half. You have not responded 100%. So they'll check that point in the grading criteria. Second one is coherence and cohesion. You may feel now that what do you mean by that? I don't want to explain this word through dictionary meaning and all. I can say that in short, coherence and cohesion is nothing but structure of your essay, or maybe the organization or overall flow of your essay. Like when the examiner is reading your essay, if he is full confused what exactly you want to say, then you'll get less mark in this because you have not organized your essay properly. But if your essay has a correct flow, good flow, the person who is reading is getting correct ideas what you want to say, and what examples you have added, that are also placed properly. So you'll get good grade in coherence and cohesion. So this same criteria is for task 2 also, about structure, organization and overall flow of your task 2. Then third one is lexical resources. So these other points are same for task 1 and task 2. So lexical resources is nothing but vocabulary. Vocabulary means words. So you might have seen many videos on YouTube which say use these 5 words and you'll get 7 band, use this word and you'll get good score. But they'll not just check the vocabulary. What they'll check is this vocabulary related with the topic. For example, for task 1, if you got a pie chart, then you should use vocabulary which is used to explain pie chart. Then what, for example, percentage, proportion, or maybe for 25%, which word is used? Quarter. Such words you should use for pie chart. So that is all about lexical resources. For task 2, again, if the essay is about maybe crime, then you should use some words related with the crime, maybe names of crime, or maybe judicial custody, police, murderer, robbery, or such other words you can use if you got or if you get a essay about crime. So that means lexical resources is nothing but vocabulary but topic related. And then last, grammatical range and accuracy. So grammatical range means what they'll check, are you able to make simple complex sentences? Do you use articles properly, punctuation, or maybe capitalization, or maybe can you make proper sentences? Such words or such things they'll check under grammatical range and accuracy. So that is all about grading criteria for task 1 and task 2. I have tried to explain in the easiest way. So if you understood properly, please like my video. I'm telling you this in between, but I felt to explain in the easiest way. Now we'll see the reasons for penalty in writing test. So first one is writing less than the minimum word count. For task 1, you should write 150, and for task 2, 250. But if you are written less, you'll get a penalty. Second one, off topic or irrelevant response. You have added some information which is not at all relevant, or you have just added that points to increase your word count. Then you'll get a penalty. Third one is plagiarism. Means you can say memorized or copied answers. And last one, incomplete format. So format means you should not add any bullet points or note form, because that is not a formal way of writing in IELTS. So these are some of the reasons for direct penalty. Just wanted to add one more information about grading and scoring, that writing task 2 worth more marks than task 1. So you should give more focus on task 2, but at the same time you should not neglect task 1. So this was all about writing test of IELTS examination. I hope this information is helpful for every candidate. And if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for your support. Stay safe and take care. Bye.